Yeah, this is Mo the Pimp Guy with Upfront and Direct Radio coming at you with another movie review. And we're talking about Salem's Lot. This was a HBO Max movie, and you can tell this movie was very low budget. It was in this little bitty town, and you could tell it was low budget. This was a remake of Stephen King's, I think it was 1979 or 1976, one of those two, Salem's Lot, about a vampire in this little town of Jerusalem or something like that. Yeah, but they took off the Jerusalem part and left the Salem part on there. But I'll give this movie a 2 out of 5. It was good. It was just kind of slow. It wasn't, I think I watched the original a long time ago, but I haven't seen it in like 20, 30 years. But this was just like, it was okay. I'm glad it was on HBO Max because this had no business being in no movie theaters. And it just started off kind of slow. It didn't get to the vampire until like the second or third act. It could have been better. Could have been way better than I expected. A little bit better from this movie. The only thing I liked about this movie was that Alfre Woodard was in the movie and she was just bucking her eyes about, ooh, Lord, a vampire, doing all that shucking and jiving and buck dancing some of these black actors be doing, the directors be having these black actors doing. I don't too much care for that. But the little black kid in the movie, he was tough, and he was trying to fight these vampires, man. And that's what I like about the movie. They ain't make him no weak soy character or nothing like that. He was young, but he was strong. And he was fearless, and I liked that part about the movie. I liked the little black kid because he was ready to kill these vampires. He started writing stuff down, and he was ready. And that's the only reason why I like this movie right there, because the little black kid, I forgot the guy's name, but he did a great job in this movie. The actor, very good job. And the director, whoever wrote this movie and directed this movie, they did a good job with him. And I really appreciate that. But they did have Alfre Woodard's character chucking and jiving and buck dancing a little bit. Trying to make it seem like she couldn't believe there was no vampires. And the little black kid, he was on point, man. He was ready to go. He was like a little blade, a little mini blade, basically what he was in this movie. And I enjoyed that parts of the movie with him in it. And basically, he's the only reason why I watched this movie, because I seen the trailer of it. I was like, oh, okay, the little black kid, he ready. And that's what got me to watch this movie, man. If the little black kid wasn't in this movie, I wouldn't have watched it. But I enjoyed the little actor. He was a pretty good actor, man. And he played his part pretty good. And they didn't have him in there shucking and jiving and buck dancing. He wasn't doing all that. So that's the only reason why I like this movie. I can see myself watching this movie one more time, but that's about it, man. They had the vampires in this movie. Eyes were glowing and they was like flying around and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God. They could have did a better job with the vampires, man. And the main vampire, I forgot his name. He wasn't as badass as I thought he was going to be. I thought, they was making him seem like he was this badass vampire, and he really wasn't, man. It was kind of easy to take him down. And he had turned the whole town into vampires, and all of them was at this little drive-in movie theater. They was all sleeping in these people's cars, and instead of building them coffins and stuff like that. So that's how low budget this movie was. They had them sleeping in the back of people's cars and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? But like I said, man, this movie could have been better, man. HBO Max could have did a better job making this movie a little bit better, man. The budget was super low. I know they probably spent about like $1 million, $2 million or something, probably more than that, but it could have been better. It could have been better. This remake was somewhat disappointing for me, but it's been Mo the Pimp Guy with Upfront and Direct Radio. I'm hollering.